Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Vivian. On this channel I talk about everything nothing lifestyle, motherhood, beauty and all that good stuff. Today I'm coming with you with a very short topic on how to get a car in the UK. So are you looking to get a new car, a small car, a big car? I'm here to help you with that. All right, let's get right into this video. If this is the first time I've come across this channel, do well to hit the subscribe button, notification button to get notifications of new videos I post subsequently. Thank you for doing that, and trust me, it's absolutely free. Okay, for you to get a new car in the UK, first you need to know what are the laws guiding owning a car in the UK. And what are these laws? One, to own a car you have to have a valid driving permit, driving license, a driving permit which you have to go through undergoing a test, a driving test, a theory test and a practical test, and getting your license. Once you have your license, you are able to drive in the UK, and you can drive even with a learner's driver's license, but you have to be accompanied by somebody who has a normal driving permit and who has driven the UK for up to 3 years. If you are from overseas, you should be able to drive in the UK for up to 1 year with your international driving license. Okay, that being said, you have a international driving license or your UK driving license, you need to go searching for a new car. There are various ways you can get a car in UK. One, by getting from a private seller or an individual seller. Two, by going to motoring companies or brands like Volvo, Toyota, Nissan. They all have their outlets in the UK. You can always go to anyone and look for a car that you love if you're somebody who likes brands and who is very particular about the kind of cars that you drive. Another way you can also get a car is also through dealerships. Dealerships are large motoring companies that have a lot of cars at their beck and calls. That is to say, they get cars from people, buy used cars, buy from companies. They can be dealership outlets for big companies. They're just motor cheap dealerships, and they're usually large and have a lot of cars also in their warehouses or in their stores. All you need to do is also go out there and get those cars. You also have auctions. Auction sales are sales that go on in the internet or in the car warehouses or in places where cars are brought in, like the warehouses or in the, what's it called now, for instance, the ports. You can also have auctions going on about cars. Now when you want to get a car by auction, you have to be there to be able to see this car. Most of the time these auction cars are not tested and you cannot know what you are expecting in this car. But however, most of these auction cars are good, because even dealerships also go to auctions and get cars by auction. If they have any troubles with these cars, they repair them and sell them out to you for a very good price. So they get these cars for cheap prices at auctions and then sell it out to you. You can also go to auctions by yourself and get a car for yourself, arrange for it to be driven down to your place. We have cars that drive cars down to places where you live, and they deliver these cars to your doorstep. You arrange for your tax on the car and you're able to drive your car. And if your car has a problem, you can also get this sorted with the MOT. Now I've mentioned the places where you can also get cars in the UK: dealership, auctions, brands, personal sales. You can also get cars on websites where they are sold or they are advertised by people. You have Schmuck, you have Facebook, you have eBay. However, there are laws to buying these cars online, so you don't get cheated by buying a car online. You just have to be careful and don't pay anybody any money until you see and have tested the car. Okay, I'm going to give you tips on buying cars safely on the internet. You've gotten a car that you like and you want to go ahead and buy this car. You go ahead and pay the monies, get your receipt, arrange for the car to be transported to your home, either through a towing vehicle or through arrangements with your dealership or through arrangements with the personal person who sold it to you, or by you driving it straight down to your house, depending on how you bought the car and the state of this car. Buy a car brand new or as used in the UK. If it's brand new, mostly you buy them from dealerships or from brand companies like Toyota and the rest of them. And you also have to have a very good credit history, good money in your account, or better still, even have the whole money to buy the car outrightly. If you have the money to buy the car outrightly, it saves you a lot of interest compounded in buying this car, paying for this car over years. However, anybody can own a new car in the UK. All you need to have is a good credit history, good job, and then they'll be able to give you credit, and you're able to pay for a new car over a period of 2 or 3 years, depending on what you agreed with your lender. Okay, but for you to have a good credit history, you must have been saving very well in your account, you must have been paying bills off your account, and be steady in your income, and have a good employment. Once you can prove this to any lender, I'm sure they'll be happy to lend you in monies you need to buy a new car, and you can pay for as much as 200 or even above to pay off the debts on your car within 2 years or 3 years at max. All right, so now you've bought your car, what do you need to do? You transport your car straight home, and once you get your car home, you begin to arrange for an MOT. In the UK, every car needs to be MOT'd before it is driven out. Now, what is an MOT? An MOT is motoring testing system that is used to check the validity or the workability of any car that's bought in the UK, on how well a car can fare on the roads, if this car is safe to be used by anybody on the road and will not cause a hazard to anybody on the road. So once you get your car, you have to get it MOT'd. When you send it to the MOT places, a lot of MOT centers in the UK, you just have to take it there, pay the monies that you expected for it, ranging from £15 to £50 depending on the area. You pay for your MOT, the car is checked, and if there are faults found in the car, they tell you you repair these faults. Ideally, you should not have faults in your car. I'm going to tell you how to find out if your car has a fault or not. Now, if you get an MOT that clears you and says the car is fit and roadworthy, you go ahead and go and pay for the tax on the car, and register your car for a registration number. Now, once you're going to submit your MOT, your receipt, your address, proof of address that you own, where you live, and your proof of address that you own the car, and then your driving license to the DVLA, which is the Driving and Vehicle Licensing Agency in the UK. Once you submit these documents to them, usually within 6 weeks or less, you're going to get your car's registration number and your documents sent back to you. All right, so once you've registered this car, you're able to start driving the UK, and you have a new car to yourself. Okay, what are the tips to get a car that does not have a lot of faults in the UK, especially if you're buying from a private seller or from somebody, or from eBay or Facebook or Schmuck or any website as that? One, you need to go and check up the MOT history of this car online. The MOT history of this car online. MOT history is usually available to everybody online, even on the UK government website. All you need to go is to go to www.government.uk and search for MOT history, put in the number plate of the car which you want to buy, and it's going to show you all the MOT histories, all the faults that the car has ever had since it was bought till date or to the last MOT. Most of these cars don't have a current MOT, but for somebody who is serious to sell their cars, they will have a recent MOT that will show you that this car is in good shape and does not have any faults. And if you had any faults, you can see them and see if there are faults that you are able to live with, or which you think you're able to take care of by repairing them. And mind you, most people don't want to spend a lot of money repairing cars in the UK because they can always get a new one through lending. So if you're somebody who has some little cash and think you can take care of the car, go ahead and buy them. But if you think the fault in this car is too much, don't waste your money. Just move forward and look for another car. Now you have gotten your car, it's taxed, it's MOT'd, and you've checked the MOT history, you've taxed it, you bought it, you think it's okay, you've bought it, you've taxed it, you have a driver's license, and you're ready to drive your brand new car. And if you think you're tired of a car, I think what you should do is to get it MOT'd and sell it off with a valid MOT. Anybody will buy a car with a valid MOT, so don't buy any car without a valid MOT. If it is not a new car, or if it is not newly bought from the auction or from a dealership, don't buy a car without a valid MOT, because trust me, most people have lots of things they're hiding about their cars which they did not want to tell you. But if a car has a valid MOT, it means at least for 1 year you are able to ride this car without any troubles, and then you're going to look forward to either changing the car or repairing the faults that have become acute because of your driving or because of its years of use. All right, so those are my tips about driving in the UK. If you think you have any other questions, do well to ask me. I'll do my best to answer them. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you for watching. I love you as always. Bye for now.